Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2021 Hyundai Venue. This one is the SEL trim, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. So under the hood, they're going to be a 1.6 naturally aspirated engine connected to an IVT transmission, which basically means CVT. But anyways, it produces 121 horses and 113 feet of torque. Fuel economy numbers are 30 in the city, 33 highway, and 31 combined. So if you guys are curious about the color is called Scarlet Red, and I really like the way how this red looks on this Venue. The Venue is a little bit on the weirder side because it doesn't really compete against a lot of things on the market. I'm not exactly sure if there's actually anything that looks like the Venue. It is a pretty special SUV slash crossover. It does have a good amount of ground clearance, but coming to the front, here is Hyundai signature headlights. They look pretty good, but everything is halogen inside of those headlights. Here is going to be the turn signal indicator up top, and in the bottom they're going to be the low and high beam, and this right here turns on when you turn on the switch to the second position, and it stays on when you have your headlights on, but it's not the high beam. Of course, you will have your Hyundai in the middle, and the design of the grille actually looks pretty good. The top portion of it is fake, the bottom portion is actually open, and this is open as well. And I just love the flat black in the bottom. Just gives the Venue a really nice look, and I just like this grayish color. So here is the side view of the Venue, and it is on the boxy side. A lot of people might not like it, and a lot might do. And the good thing about this Venue is that it has a very good amount of headroom. So sitting in this Venue, you'll have a ton of headroom. But anyways guys, the side view is very nice. As I said, those roof rails are actually standard on the SEL trim. Right here, they're going to be a nice sharp line, and I like the fact that there's like a nice sharp line here, and right underneath it there is another sharp line that kind of starts from the middle of the door, and then it goes right there, and it basically separates when it touches the fender. But anyways, on the fender they're going to be a turn signal indicator, and I'm not exactly sure why they put that right there. They could have just put a turn signal indicator on the mirror itself, but that's really cool. Not a lot of companies do that. And for the bottom of the doors, this is plastic, which is good because it's easy to clean and it doesn't scratch as easy. And for the rims have a really cool design to them. Did not expect to see something really cool on a vehicle like this. The size of them are 205 55 17s, and I just love the finish and I love the look on those rims. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll go and show you the rest of this SUV. So here is the back of the Venue, and I personally think this SUV looks pretty good. The taillights have a really cool design to them. Everything is halogen back here for a 21,000 SUV. And the bottom you will have the reverse lights. The bottom portion of the bumper is actually finished in this gray color. Of course, Venue in the middle, Hyundai right on top of it. And there is no badges back here. Basically, it's empty back here. So you'll have a halogen brake light, and then of course the wiper. So here is the key, and the key is a little bit on the heavier side, and it's a little bit on the bigger side as well. It has 3 buttons on it: lock, unlock, panic button. And this Venue does not have a push to start, so it has an actual key. So you put it in and you turn on the car that way. So to open the trunk, they're going to be one way, and it's going to be that button. So just go ahead and click on it, and inside there is actually a good amount of space. And this Venue actually has a privacy cover, so whenever you close the tailgate, that privacy cover goes down with it to protect your cargo inside if you have something expensive. On the right there is no 12 volt or anything like that. Same for the left. And underneath there's going to be a spare tire with the jack tools, so I'm glad that Hyundai gives you a spare tire in the Venue. But that's about it for the back. There's a good amount of space back here, and let's go ahead and move inside this Venue, and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of it. So here is the door panel, and the door panel is literally plastic. I've never seen anything like that before. This top portion is plastic. The armrest is plastic. This is plastic, and the bottom portion is plastic, which is fine. But everything is literally plastic on this door. Here are the window switches and door locks and mirror controls. The door handle actually feels pretty nice and solid. I really like the way how it feels. Bottle holder right here and a tiny bit of storage. Speaker right there. So here are the seats. They are manual seats for a $21,000 car, which is fine, but I really like the design of them and I really like the white stitching. And I tried to find the name of the interior. It says that the name is gray on gray, which really doesn't make sense. I thought it's gonna be more like tan on black. But anyways, guys, those seats are nice and comfortable, but let's go ahead inside this venue and I'll go ahead and show you the rest of it. Alright, so inside this venue, this interior actually feels very spacious, and as I told you guys, there is a good amount of headroom in here. There's actually a plenty of headroom inside the venue. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather, and I really like the white stitching. The design looks very similar to the other Hyundai products. All the way to the left, they're going to be the volume controls, Bluetooth controls. To the right, this is the cruise controls with the safety features. I'm not exactly sure if this venue actually has the adaptive cruise control. I don't think so, but here is going to be a button to control the screen in the middle. The gauges are very easy to read, and I really like the silver finish around the gauges. On the left, here are the turn signal indicators and the headlight controls. To the right, wiper controls for the front and rear. And here is a few buttons: brightness controls, link keep assist, traction control. So here is the screen. It's an 8-inch touchscreen. I love the way how this thing looks, and I love how it's integrated into the dash. It's not a tablet style and it's not inside the dash, so it's basically both. But I just hate the fact that there is a good amount of glare on it. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the actual screen itself is very responsive, so that's nice. But I just hate the amount of glare on it. For the vents, you could lock them by moving them to the left, and unlock them moving them to the right. You will have a volume knob, a tune knob right here, and then you will have some hard buttons right here. Here are the climate controls. The climate controls are actually very easy to use. Fan speed. You'll have the temperature controls, an auto function, and an LCD screen here in the middle. Down here there are going to be 2 USBs and a 12 volt and a good amount of space right here. Here is the shifter that will control the CVT in this venue, but it's called IVT. That's what basically Hyundai calls their CVT transmissions. It has plus and minus, so you could control your gears, but there is no pedal shifters on the steering wheel. Drive modes right here. You could just move it this way. You will have 3 modes. You will have normal, sport, and snow. Hand brake right here, 2 cup holders, and this is actually wrapped in leather. Feels pretty good, but it's very hard. Inside there is barely any space. And here is the rear view mirror. Doesn't have any buttons on it, and it does have the manual dimming. Up here, those are the buttons to control the lights, but there is no glasses holder, and the visor itself feels a little bit on the cheaper side. It does have a mirror and it does have a light. So I'm glad that they gave you a light and a mirror in the visors. And I like the fact that there is some storage place right there, and here is the glove box. It's a good amount of space inside of that glove box. Everything's cheap up here, which is expected for a $21,000 SUV / car. But let's go ahead and move to the back and I'll go ahead and show you the back of it. So here is the back door, and the back door is the same as the front. Everything's plastic, and this is plastic. Window switch right here. Here is the door handle, and this is plastic in the bottom. A bottle holder right here, a speaker. So here are the rear seats, and the rear seats are just as comfortable as the front. As I told you guys, there is a crazy amount of headroom in this venue, which is expected from its boxy design. Legroom is actually not that bad. It's bigger than the Kona, and there is no armrest. But what's so funny is that They do give you cup holders right here in the bottom, but that's actually an option. It's a $65 option that you could add to this venue to get cup holders, which is kind of funny. Right here, there is no AC vents in the back, but that's really funny that this is a $65 option. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Moody here at Key Hyundai in Milford. If you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put their information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.